So I was able to solo queue to Eternity primarily playing Black Panther. And it's obvious that you also want to climb to Eternity playing Black Panther, so I'm going to go over 2 of my games, one with a win and one being a loss, and tell you what you should be doing on Black Panther, the flow of his gameplay, some common mistakes most Black Panther players make, and hopefully you're able to hit Eternity as well. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Using this game, you might notice that I have a Widow and a Captain America, and you might be like, wait, they're throwing! But what you need to realize is that you need to worry about yourself, and because you are the common denominator in every game. And what you should actually be thinking about is how you can play around your team. Work with what you got. So I know I have a Luna Snow, so she can snowflake me when I go for dives. Cap can dive with me, Mag can give me bubbles, and I can take advantage of the off angles I will be also taking when I have a Widow. And even though Widow is a throw pick to most people, he does have some value and she can get everybody one shot, so you should be taking advantage of that, especially as Black Panther. So you can take advantage of that and see how your Widowmaker is playing and go in the places that the enemy is hiding so that you can just finish them off with a dash. So that being said, let's just start playing the game. So for me, I like to start off with this spot, and I like to kind of corner peek and see what I am playing into. So I noticed that I got marked by the Black Panther on the enemy team, so I noticed, hey, they have a Panther. Missed my spear. We finish off the Panther because he's isolated. And I'll get to why I made these decisions real quick after I show this. I missed my dash, but I do not just go in there scratching them with my kitty claws, even though I do want to be hitting something right now. Now, going back a little bit, this might have happened really fast for you. You might be thinking this isn't the flashiest gameplay on earth. And believe it or not, you don't have to be freaking Necros to play Black Panther. Now, if you've watched my guide or a subscriber of the channel, you might know that I have a couple Black Panther guides on the channel. And one thing I do say is that you do not want the enemy to see you when you're engaging. I also mentioned that you don't want to be targeting tanks. And that is because you do not do enough damage to actually kill any of them, even if you use every single cooldown. Your job is to take out the squishies and isolated targets. Now, as I mentioned before, that Black Panther made bad decisions, so we punished him for his plays. Now, let's say I did go for this Strange. Now, all I would really be doing is really just feeding the Luna and the Sue her ultimate, because I can't really do much. If I go for the Luna and the Sue, they already know I'm coming to them, so all they're gonna do is just kind of heal each other, and I also wouldn't be getting any value there. So what I choose to do is choose the isolated target that's getting no healing, and you kind of saw how it was played earlier. Going back to where we were before, I noticed we were trying to finish some of these kills so they can't get out, and that means that you should also be thinking about making sure you finish your kills so that the healers, when they come back, cannot heal and get ult charge. So since we won this fight, what you should be thinking about is taking early angles. Since you won the fight, you should take it as a reward. Take the space that you won, set yourself up for success the next fight that you go into. The Psylocke and the Panther already chose to engage our team before their team fully regrouped. So right now, I'm going to go up and contest this space so that the Psylocke can't use that to get an off angle on our healers. Unfortunately, my spear I think no-regged, and I didn't kill her. A spear dash would kill her since she's 250. It is not here. All Panther mains definitely feel for me. Now I notice that they have a Widow, which means that that should be a pretty good target for me. I'm not forcing my engagement since they haven't fully committed yet. My Captain America committed to their backline, so I'm gonna take this as a chance to maybe get a pick while they're distracted on the Captain America. The Widow hasn't looking at me yet, so I get in, Black Flash, get in, get out. I can maybe kill the Sue? Yeah, I get the Sue. Almost killed the Panther, and I get out. Again, Panther is all about timing. So once again, I'm gonna do it again. Setting up for an engagement. My Cap is going in again. I noticed that. Once they're all committed, the Mag bubbled him. I know he's fine. I'm already set up here, so 0 wait time. That was pretty saucy. I'm gonna go over again. Why was this successful? So my cap goes in. He gets all the aggro. Luna probably uses freeze and stuff. My mag bubbles him, so he's fine. My healers gain ult charge. I hear that the Psylocke is engaging with her ult. She's initiating the fight first with hers. So while everyone is distracted, I'm using this opportunity to counter her ult and act with my own. So I go here. They're focused on trying to finish any weak targets that she does to my team. So now I just dash here, dash, dash, dash. I think the Luna had ult. I think she didn't use ult because she didn't think that I would kill anyone. Now, one thing that I should have thought about is at the beginning of the game, I saw a Strange. So I should keep a mental note in my head that if they didn't use Portal off rip, they're going to have the Portal now for last fight. So because of that, I wasn't able to set myself up for success because I'm just stupid. So I can't really set up. I think I told my Luna to try to freeze her or him. And I want you guys to note this. Because of my mag ulting, I think about how they would react to a mag ult if I was in their shoes. And so all of these guys are going to hide behind this pillar to maybe avoid the mag ult. While I'm in this mag ult, I'm also invulnerable to all projectiles, so I'm also safe. So I use this as an opportunity to walk on them. And I see that this Widowmaker is just bailing on her Luna. And so I use this opportunity to maybe try and kill her. And I believe I do. Now, I also waste my dash here. And you might be like, well, I don't have my reset. Well, the dash is only on an 8-second cooldown. And I would say that using your dash to confirm a kill is good, especially if you have an escape route after you use your dash, which I do. I can climb up here, I have a health pack up here, and so on. I also want you to notice that they have a Sue ult. I can't really do enough damage to burst out a person out of their healing field. So if I was dashing in there, I'd be wasting my time. This goes for all support ults that make your team invulnerable. And I believe a mistake I make here is that they call it out. They pop Luna ult. So once again, I would, disengage. Once again, unfortunately, if they pop ults, you might just be spectating. The most you can do is set yourself up for when the ult ends. And I would say that you only would be dashing in there is to try to survive so that you can proc your passive. I think right here, I choose to engage a bit too early. While on the invis, the Luna Snow ult is still going on. I think I called in my cap to maybe go for Sue. I get frozen and I die. I get my heal cut off because of the Sue shield. That's okay. Everybody is bound to make mistakes, and I'm not perfect either. But I hope that with this video so far that you can learn from my mistakes. Now that I've lost that fight and I took note of where I engaged first, I'm going to go over here, maybe take a different angle. I think, I told my Luna to maybe give me a snowflake, and she does. Because, good girl. Let's see. I don't know why this cap is up here. I don't know what he also gains from doing this. Me and Widow actually do quite a bit of damage to him. So I'm calling out, we need to punish this guy. We kill him. And my cap is asking me to dive their backline. And so I try to. The Strange chooses to respond with his ult. I think to myself, and I do believe I try to tell Cap to like maybe trade backlines. I think he bailed on me on the Lokes. And that probably wouldn't done much anyways. I know that the map is kind of destroyed, which gives me more map options to say. So I know I have like some high ground up here. And so what I'm looking for is this Widow. Because she's 250, I can spear dash her. And I'm kind of scouting out for the healers and calling out for my cap to dive on. The Sue sees me, and I don't think she can do much. Yeah, the Sue responds with an ult. And once again, I just have to spectate. Dialogue is 250 as well. To be honest, I can't really comment about why she did that. But she used her dash to engage on me, so you need to be the person to punish her for that. Yeah. Not as much to say about that. It was just a solid round. Engagements were good. So if you haven't already gotten the note, don't engage tanks if you can help yourself. Coordinate your dives and go for the squishies, especially 250 HP characters. There are a couple exceptions, like I would say Hella if she's bad. If the Hella's a good player and can stun you consistently, Hella is a bit of a dangerous one. I would say as a Panther player, especially on this part of the map, my main goal, as I have this map knowledge and a lot of game time, which you will develop over time, I'm gonna go into this left room because the best spots for Panther are when there's like a tight hall, tight chokes, and you can just dash everything and mark everything, especially this hallway, are where Panthers thrive very well. I don't see anyone here, so I'm going to go on a hard flank. I see my cap is diving someone back there, so I'm like telling him to wait. He comes with me. I noticed this Widow shot, which means Widow's to my left. She's 250 HP. If I speed blitz her, he can't react. And I kill him. So that's an early pick for us. Force the Luna ult, I think, because of her cap. I missed my dash, if you didn't notice. I missed my dash. So, my objective here is to stay alive, because playing your life is probably one of the most important skills that you need to develop if you want to climb. That's probably the easiest way to climb, to be honest, is if you stay alive. I don't try to commit with my ult here because, again, I would not get any value. Luna's ult, this doesn't one-shot anyone here. It doesn't one-shot anyone, actually. I think it does. I believe it does not 200, 150. So it literally will not kill anyone. So I just try to stay alive here until the ult ends. I mark them. Like I think I mentioned earlier, if you do choose to dash in the Luna ult, it's only should be to stay alive, as you can get shields from your passive. The ult's ending. My cap is calling the dive Sue. I try to help him, kill her. I see he's also on the Luna. I go for the nice. I go for the strange, and that time I used the double dash. After I dash him once, dash him for free because my ult will reset my dash for free. I thought the Venom was marked, but he had immunity frames. And I kind of just scratch his butthole, and he dies. So now, can't really comment much on here. I think I'm simply just trying to build some ult. Maybe get a kill. I don't. I have a dash to get out, and I wait for 8 seconds to re-engage. My cap also dies. And here, I saw the strange was kind of low. I tried to get a kill. Once again, I used my dash to get out. Strange is dead. Once again, if you have not noticed, if you miss your dash, your objective should be to get out. Watch this. I missed my dash, so I do not try to like claw this Luna, even though she's half. I get out immediately. Wait for my cooldowns to come back again, then I can do the cycle again. Right now, I start walking forward. Maybe get a kill. I know she's marked. Try to mark and look. I already have my ult again. But I should know that because I've been dashing in and out a lot, doing a lot of damage, that because I have my ult, the healers most likely have their ult. They engage with a Star-Lord ult first, and I try to LOS it. Unfortunately, our Sue ulted late. But notice how I do not care about anyone. I'm going for this Luna. My goal here is either force an ult out or just straight up kill her. Luckily, she's low enough, throws me, and didn't do anything about it. So I'm just gonna kind of wait. 12 seconds, by the way. 12 seconds of spectating. Once again, see, I'm getting my only dash in the Luna ult if you're just trying to stay alive and get some HP. I waste, quote unquote, waste my dash on the Star-Lord, but I confirm the kill. My Luna is telling me she has ult, so I'm kind of praying for a bailout from this Venom, and I'm kind of playing my cover. I have a health pack here. I pray to God. And yeah, this Venom's kind of horny and he kills me anyways. So now I'm kind of playing for this next fight. I go in this hall as my team's going main to get an off angle going. I notice, yeah, I hear this Psylocke shooting and I hear her like do a, I don't know what kind of noise that was. And she's 250. She chose to re-challenge me again. I don't know why, but a spear dash will do. Early pick. I have ult. My goal, I know that Sue didn't use her ult yet because Luna did it last fight. So that means that Sue has it now. Luna's probably pretty close. So my goal here is to maybe get something out. Like I mentioned before. Now, if I didn't mention it before, your goal here is to maybe trade your Panther ult for a Sue ult at this point. Because once again, your ult is not that good compared to a Sue Storm ult. As a worthy trade, do not be afraid to use it. Unfortunately, she went invisible, so I could not see her. But her Luna was low, so she was doing that to bail her Luna out. Luckily, my Luna pops her ult. I can kind of just scratch people's butts. I think the Star-Lord is also horny for me. He's weak. I was hoping that would hit him, but did not. But right now it's cleanup, so I am allowed to scratch people. At this point, let's just kind of clean up. I missed my dash again.
I am ready to put on a show.
Now it's just spectating simulator. But I know we have cap ult, and it's like a pseudo port ult. Thing is pretty bad for you as a Panther player. I missed my dash again instead of clawing the Luna. And I get the kill. I believe at this point I'm communicating with my cap to kill the Sue. I think he does get the kill, but I die for it. And a brute port for me. Must have ult up. I don't really think there's much left. We just kill everyone and we win. Yeah, I think that's about it for this game. Your main goal should be timing your dives with your team, taking advantage of off angles and timing. More specifically, going in when the enemy isn't looking at you, so you have more time to land your combo, and using your abilities with intention, like a Panther ult, to maybe get out a support ult, force them to do something against you, or else you're just going to kill them with your dashes. But now we're going to move on to the next game. So moving on to this game, this is a game I lost, but I feel like I didn't do terrible. Maybe we can find some mistakes that I've made that you might see you make yourself. So coming out here, I notice they have a Loki, and I'm pretty sure I'm calling out to my teammates, mainly my magic, to dive him to maybe get a lamp out. He doesn't lamp. I now know they have a penny, so I do need to respect her mines, or else I'm just gonna get blown up. For Sue, she goes invisible. Now the one thing, now looking at their team, now that I know who they have on their team, I'm thinking about looking out for Sue push, because you do have to respect that as a Panther player, because she can discombobulate you, push you into their team, or just mess up your dashes. Mags right click can also do that. They also have the thing and really screw up your mobility options very well. I think my main goal here is to try to get Loki to use his clones, since that's a pretty long cooldown and a very powerful one. And so, I don't really know if there's anything bad. And so far it's just standard gameplay. Standard Panther gameplay. Yeah, see right there? That could have been really bad if I used my mid dash and she pulled me mid dash. And once again, notice how I'm waiting for my cooldowns to come back before I do like a full rotation. And I'm also taking advantage of his mobility, going on high ground, looking down on them. And I want you guys to notice right there, I think I might have called out to my Thor. So all the attention is going to my Thor. He's getting people weak. Notice how they're also not doing that much damage to me, if any. So this is your window to finish kills while they're distracted. Just like the previous game, I'm just gonna spectate. I'm marking the Sue, not dashing immediately, waiting for the ult to run out. I think I die here. Yeah, I should die. But my whole team is still alive. I'm fighting for my life. They're fighting one thing. I think you could probably say that this is your team's fault for not being able to kill one thing. And unfortunately, I think with our DPS comp, there's not really much you can do to him. This could be a reason you can switch off Black Panther, but most Black Panther mains have an ego, and probably why you're here, because people definitely switch to stuff like Namor, Bucky, Thing, and so on. But a key skill to have is reading the room. Even I'm still learning it. Reading the room, I mainly mean like seeing where your team's playing. I didn't notice that my team was backing up, so that was probably my time to disengage rather than having to try to 1v3 the people in the back. I didn't know that, so I had to die and reset. Luckily, they did not get much push. My main goal is to try to pressure the healers of their important cooldowns. I use my ult to get a pick on the Loki. Also, I used both of my dashes, so I didn't have a dash back, and I used it to reset my dash. Oh, nice. We killed an important kill on the Loki copy, so he wasted ult and couldn't get the support ult off. We should be able to win this. Unfortunately, I think we lose this. Yeah, unfortunately, we lose that. Okay, coming back as Panther. Don't really do much. Unfortunately, I die again. Now, looking at their enemy team, the only people I could realistically go for is the supports, but they also have a lot of mobility, because I'm not really doing much to the Thing or Mag. They have a Spider-Man and a Magic, very mobile heroes. Honestly, this might be a really bad comp to play Panther into. I don't really know if I can do much here. Right now. Oh, yeah, they have triple tanks. This is kind of hard. I also want you to notice, if I haven't mentioned it before, playing your life is the most important thing on any character, not just Panther. I could have like maybe tried to do something. And we got that. Might be saying, didn't even get first point. How did I lose? Well, that's what we're going to find out. Okay, so I come to this right side as Panther. Maybe try to see where they're playing, what I'm working with.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
I see right now they have a Sue, Spider-Man. Thing stopped my dash, so rather than trying to claw them, once again, rather than overstaying my welcome, I use my abilities to get out because I am nothing without my dash. If that's not very clear, if you do not have dash, do not go in. If you also do not have an ability to reset your dash, you're kind of just a big block of meat on the field. I think I'm wasting my time on the Groot. But I did get the kill on the Spider-Man. Yes, I'm wrapping around. So my main goal here, push important cooldowns out. Now, so my plan here was to get the lamps out early in the fight, because Loki's lamps are on a very long cooldown. So you have about 20 seconds, 25 seconds to engage on him again. He's a 250 HP hero as well, but he is quite mobile, as he can swap, go invisible, and so on. Once again, this is a kind of a pretty hard... How do I know they have no things? Unfortunately, can't really do much. They're just healing each other. So once again, timing is very important. So you do need to coordinate your dives with them, because unfortunately I've been giving them ult since I haven't actually been killing them. So they're at 75, 75. I'm only at 50%. Not really a worthy trade. Once again, thing. Very bad. Earthbound, very bad. Unfortunately, I missed 2 chances to dive them. And so I'm thinking in my head, he might have the lamps back by now. So I need to, my goal here is to, get that out. Okay, we got the Loki, which is good. Unfortunately, I think our flankers also traded with their backline. Yep, mid dash, earthbound, bad. Might be like easy win here. I die there. I thought got my healers with me. If we get healed. My strength is actually kind of different. I try to make Sue #1 priority. Wait, what? Wait, how did this not mark him? Okay, so I guess I found a Black Panther moment, because like that should have marked him, right? So what I was thinking was that I do that, dash, get out, I come back later, we win, because we're all alive. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Just comment down below if that's happened to you. That should have marked the Spider-Man. Unfortunately, I didn't have a dash again. Yeah, I think if I remember, my target prioritization at this moment was kind of butt. I think I should still be trying to go for the healers. Instead, I tried to go for 2 very, very mobile heroes, being Spider-Man and Star-Lord. I don't think you should be going for Star-Lord as a Black Panther player unless the stars aligned and he tries to duel you. He uses both of his flips. My goal here is to try to eliminate one of these healers. The Star-Lord made a big play. Hit a big play on our backline. Right here, I should have died. I should have just died to reset with my team. We might have had time. I think I was trying to be a hero, tell my team. I think I actually killed that Star-Lord there if I didn't get webbed up. One thing to also mention is to not be afraid about limit testing. Meaning going for those flashy combos on Black Panther, because you can't get better at doing those flashy combos if you don't limit test yourself and try to go for these fancy plays.
By the eye of Agamotto.
That's just mechanics. I could have killed Star-Lord. He gets killed anyways, it's fine. I mean, right now I'm kind of just out here with no dash.
Your powers are
I
mine!
am ready to put on a show.
Unfortunately, with the bad target prioritization, we kind of just lose. And because of those misplays at the beginning, yeah, I kind of deserve that. So if you somehow made it all the way to the end of the video, I really appreciate it. I hope that you're able to learn something. But the biggest key takeaways is learning how to take off angles properly, timing your dives properly as well, limit testing yourself, and proper target prioritization. If you want to watch a breakdown of how his abilities work properly and all that, you can check out my Panther guides coming up right now. Remember to like if you learned something new, sub if you haven't already, comment pickle, and as always, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Peace and love, baby.